Hi, welcome to React tutorial series. I am Aruna Reddy. In the previous session, we have discussed with the introduction to React.js and software lab setup for React.js hands-on practice. And I have shown you a very first example how the React.js application can be created by using Create React app and how can we deploy that. And in this session, we are going to cover with the topic called JSX, JavaScript XML. So here in JSX, instead of separating the presentation logics and the business logics into HTML and TypeScript separately as in AngularJS framework, there the presentation logics and your backend logics are separated with. Coming here in React applications, the advantage of JSX is JSX can be written as part of JavaScript file itself. And JSX supports HTML syntax and as well as XML like hierarchical elements we can create with. And further, all these JSX elements can be pre-processed by the React compilers and it can convert into JavaScript code. So JSX is more comfortable to render the content into your React components. This makes our React applications more faster. And why we use JSX is this is faster than your regular JavaScript. Instead of separating your technologies by using HTML for markup and logic into a TS file, TypeScript file or JavaScript file, plain JavaScript file, we can combine both the components, your presentation and as well as your logic part. And JSX is type safe. As you type your content into JSX syntax in the render function of your components, it is compile time safe. You can identify any syntax errors into your JSX very early stage. And it makes very easy to create your JSX templates. That's the reason we prefer to use JSX for React applications. JSX supports expression language. So when we write components into React application, so we will be rendering the content, means the presentation part we write as part of our render function. Inside we write a return and there we will be writing the JSX syntax. So here whatever we write into our return function here, this goes to your JSX. This is going to be processed by your preprocessor and it get converted at runtime into JavaScript. And now your presentation and as well as logics are in a single file, your app.js file. This is pretty much convenient for the React developers. And next is how do we write comments into JSX syntax. It is very simple. Like in JavaScript, it supports like single line with a double slash and multi-line with a asterisk, backslash. That's the syntax. It is similar to that, but you have to enclose into the expression that is curly braces. That is JSX comments. We will see practically. And coming to JSX allows many other features like JSX can support with all HTML features, like we can create ordered list, unordered list, we can create the tables, we can create the forms, and then we can support our JSX syntax to process arrays, collections. It supports many more features like keying of the list of elements into JSX component and then map feature. And JSX also supports with the integration with the CSS, integration with the Bootstrap, and integration with the jQuery for animations. And coming to for supporting with the simple CSS classes for JSX rendering, so we can create either inline CSS style, or else also we can create our own CSS classes and then we can apply for our JSX elements. This we will see practically. And next we can also make use of various operations and as well as control structures. We can also make use of if condition as part of your JavaScript code. Then how do we support such conditional statements into JSX? We can make use of ternary operator. So when you wanted to test for a particular value into your application, based on that you wanted to render the different kinds of output for your component, then we can go with a ternary operator. Whereas in the plain HTML, okay, this kind of expressions are not supported. That's all for this presentation part. Now let us look into the hands-on example with the same features. And also JSX supports with the new feature called as third-party libraries to create a React tables. So React tables can provide with the predefined bootstrap components and as well as animations. And also we have a new concept as part of JSX called as fragments. So fragments are like instead of using with a div tag, we can go with a fragment. We will see practically. So let's get started with the JSX hands-on session. Now here we would like to start with one first component, that is app.js, which is going to be a root component for every React application. An application can have any number of components, any number of child components, but at least one root component is mandatory, that is going to be that app.js. So by default, when we create with the application using create React app, we will get app.js by default. But the thing is, I am showing you the structure of the app.js file from the beginning so that it will be useful for the beginners. So let me create with a class called app, and this should be app only. For the child components, we can create with our own name. So I am extending the app component with a React component. Component is a predefined class from our React library. So we need to import React comma your component into your application. So this is available from the library called React. Right? So once you create with a component, here in the component to render your JSX elements, we need a render function. Within a render, we have a return function within which we can add with our JSX syntax. So here for looking purpose, like JSX looks like a HTML only, but at the time of execution, it is going to be pre-processed and it get converted into JavaScript. So let us write a simple JSX syntax to display with a message on a browser. So just like that, like your HTML tags, we can write with a H1 tag, all other basic tags you can use with paragraph, H1, tables, ordered list, unordered list, forms, everything you can create over here. This is not HTML, it is JSX, right? So this is a JSX is making React developer job easy to develop with, and also performance is also can be enhanced as it is very faster. So we created a JSX syntax to display a message called React.js, and then this is the application component need to be rendered by your index.js. So in this file, we are going to import our app component and we are going to render it. So React DOM is going to render your component. So to make that component available at that place, we need to export. Export default, your component name is app. Done. Now you save it. Now we need to deploy our React component by making npm start. Your dev server needs to be started with, and we have to go with the port number 3000. It has to load with our rendered component. So you wanted to observe the console over here. You can see the console is ready with the port number. Now you can check your content is available. Now in the same application, let us continue with some more features of JSX, where I wanted to add with an expression. Simply I wanted to add two numbers. Any kind of mathematical expressions, okay, you can do with some data is defined into your component. You can also perform with any kind of expressions into your JSX. Let us save this and see and observe the rendered content. Now let me create with a property here for our component, and let us use that property value. So to create with the property, we will go with the constructor, and constructor can be passed with the props just for initialization. So what is props, we are going to discuss in our future sessions. Now here is the thing, we need to define a state. Whenever you wanted to declare with any data for your component, you need to declare with a state. State is nothing but it is a modifiable structure for a component. The data and the values whatever we use with the state can be updatable. So just we are writing attribute called data with some string, and this is a string we wanted to render as part of our JSX. Here it is a pure JavaScript, right? Whereas that is the content I wanted to display over here. So now I am writing a paragraph where I would like to show my content of my state attribute called data. So simply by using expression, you can say that this dot state dot your attribute name. So this is how by using JSX syntax you can also render your content of your state properties. Just save it and just observe the content which is rendered. Yeah, this is how we are making use of JSX syntax to render the components, and then to display with any kind of HTML tags. If you wanted to display with the ordered list, unordered list, tables, you wanted to process with array of values with the, so array of values and all those features we will be discussing into our map session and the key session. There are separate sessions I have planned, and the JSX also supports to render the tables, plain HTML tables. Also React library supports with the React tables. So this is very much customized, where we can have CSS properties, bootstrap properties, and then animations with the tables. And here is like if you wanted to add with a comment as part of a JSX. So simply you can say, so the comment is very similar to JavaScript comments only. So simply I am just adding here comment closing, comment beginning, but it has to be embedded into the, once again, in the expression syntax, that is in the curly braces. This is a comment for JSX.